guys, I'm so excited. I don't know if you could tell or not from this, but it is Erin Condren Life Planner launch week here. Oh my goodness, it is earlier than ever, it is bigger than ever, and I am more excited than ever, which is saying something because I'm so excited. Every year for this, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I've been an Erin Condren Life Planner girl for I think 4 years now. It's been my like true love planner, and I love my life planner. I use it every day, and I look so forward to their updates and their launches every year to see what's new, what they've been up to, because they do make changes every year. Sometimes big changes, sometimes very subtle changes that make a difference, and some changes maybe people like me, you don't notice, but there are things that are different, and I'm so excited to be able to share a close-up look at much of the line with you. I have pretty much everything except for the hourly. I'm sorry I don't have the hourly to show you, but I even have the hardbound planners, which are gorgeous. They are absolutely stunningly beautiful. They come in 2 sizes. I'm going to talk very specifically about those later on in this video. And then of course I have the coil bounds to show you. Colorful and the neutral and the horizontal and the vertical, and I've got it all except for the hourly. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to go into very, one of my very detailed videos. So this is long and I'm sorry. But if you've been looking forward to seeing more about the launch, I go into a lot of detail. Just want to give you a little bit of background here. This is pre-launch week, so you're pre-ordering your planner. These are 18-month planners. They don't start till July. Of course, you can order a 12-month planner to start till January, but they're not going to ship out immediately. I don't have details on when shipping will start, but you are pre-ordering. You can't start using them until July because that's when they start. I mean, you could pre-plan, I suppose, but just keep that in mind. Pre-launch is this Thursday, May 4th. There'll be, more details about that on their website, about the timing and everything, of course. This is their 10th anniversary of the Life Planner. Can you believe it? It's been 10 years, and it has come a long way. There are lots of really big changes and some more subtle changes, like I mentioned, which I will go through with you. Just to give you some, just general info. If you're new to the Life Planner, this is what it is. It's this book right here. It's got this beautiful coil. These are hand coiled books, and they are hand assembled books, and they're made in the USA, and all of the components are made in the USA as well. So they're made in the USA, hand coiled, custom book. You get to pick the cover, you get to put personalization on the cover, you get to pick what color, if you want a colorful calendar or a neutral calendar. You get to pick what color coil if you want a rose gold coil or a gold coil or a black coil or a silver coil. You get to pick if you want a vertical style calendar or a horizontal style calendar or an hourly style calendar. So there's a lot of choices there. The only other planners I don't have to show you in addition to the hourly are the luxe covers, and this was something they debuted last year, and it's basically the same. It's exactly the same as the regular Life Planner, with the exception of the cover, which is a permanently coiled leather-like cover, which is a little bit thicker and it's just beautiful, but it's permanently coiled in, whereas with the the laminate ones you can take them out and put in different covers whenever you want, and they actually have quite a few new cover designs as well, which I'm going to show you a few of later on in the video. I don't have that one here to show you. They have updated with some new colors, which is really fun. I will pop in a picture. They have a light taupe, a sapphire, and a black, and you can get them in all the different coil colors as well. You can add personalization, a monogram, either in metallic or with a blind imprint. I believe that's new this year, and I think that's especially beautiful. So I don't have those here to show you, but the inside would be, the guts as they call it, will be the same. And yeah, I don't want to talk too much here because I have a lot to say when we're looking in on the overhead camera, and then I'll come back at the end and we'll chat a little bit more about the excitement, because it's exciting. All right, let's dive in. Okay, are you excited? I'm excited. We are gonna dive in to these planners. I have 8 planners to show you. I realize now that I don't have the hourly to show you in either the colorful or the neutral, so I am sorry about that, but I do have every other planner for the most part to show you, or at least every iteration of the planner. And that'll make sense when I start talking about the hardbound. So exciting. But I want to go through the coils first, kind of give you the rundown, tell you about everything. Of course, with the coil, as with last year, there are 2 color schemes. There's neutral or colorful, 3 layouts, vertical, horizontal, or hourly, and 4 coil option. There is, oh wait, I have them all. No, I don't have gold here. Oh, sad. I don't have gold. Okay, so there's silver and gold and rose gold and black. I'm sorry, I don't have the gold right here on hand, but it's the same as last year. They're beautiful coils. It's one of my favorite things about the Life Planner is how not only beautiful and durable, but really just very highly functioning coil it is. I know that like you wouldn't think of a coil making a big difference, but when you're using something like a planner that takes a lot of wear and tear, and for instance my planner, because I pack it full of stickers, this is my planner from this year that I'm currently using, it gets pretty thick and there's a lot of there's a lot of stress on the coil, so having a good heavy-duty coil is key, and Erin Condren has provided that for the last few years, and I love the coil. They've updated, so the main design this year is this painted petals, which you can see here in 2 different metallic options. I just removed the ruler so you could kind of see the cover a little bit better. So painted petals is their main color scheme of this year. And I'm going to pull in my current planner to show you a little bit of the difference in design and stuff as we go along. I'm going to start, since it's the one I personally use, with the vertical neutral planner. So this is the one that I picked out to have for myself. I prefer the black coil, as you can see. I'm going to keep this one nearby so we can do some comparisons, because this is last year's and this is this year's. They have done a little bit of an upgrade with the tabs. They're a little bit more, they're a little bit more durable, I think, and they have a slightly lower profile, and they're just a little bit, what do I want to say? They just seem a little bit more sturdy. And one of the huge upgrades of this year is that the paper has gotten a major makeover. So I'm going to link below a little video that Erin Condren put out showing talking a little bit more about the paper story, but just to give you the highlights this year, and I'm just going to flip, I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit here and flip to the middle to give you a kind of a sense, because I want to talk about this first, the paper. Can you guys hear that? It's like really nice paper. They have really upped the paper quality this year. It is now 80-pound paper from Mohawk Mills, which is a paper mill that's run out of New York. It's all, all the paper is made here in the USA in New York. The paper mill's been in existence since 1931. There's 3 main points that are just really telling about this paper company. It's that they really focus on attention to craftsmanship. They're environmentally responsible, so they use wind power for their mill, and they are FSC certified, which means the trees that they use come from well-managed forests. And then it's archival quality paper. This is 80-pound paper, you guys. It is beautiful. Let me flip a little bit into the back of my current planner. I don't know if you can tell, it's just a little bit, I think the paper, it's still white, but white is not all one color. I think it's just a little bit softer of a white. But here you can see, like, there you can see, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, you can see the other side of the paper, like you can see it on this side of the paper. You can't see through really to the other side of this paper. It is beautiful. I'm not going to do a pen test here. I will link down below. Jen Dufour did a whole video showcasing the planner and doing a very comprehensive pen test. So I will link her video below. But the paper, man, the paper. And given that it's new paper, and definitely, more expensive paper for them to print on and use, for them to keep the same pricing, I think says a lot about their company, and they're just trying to keep, and this is an expensive planner, this is a premium planner, but they have kept pricing the same with all of these updates. So it's $50 for a 12-month planner, silver coil that isn't personalized. If you want 18 months, it's an additional $5. If you want one of the different coil colors, it's additional $10. If you want metallic on the cover, it's an additional $10. And if you just want regular personalization, it's additional $5. So these things, you know, they add up. I don't have the pricing for the Luxe. I'm assuming it's about the same as last year. I think it was $75 for the Luxe, but I don't know for sure on that one. Anyway, let's get into this because I want to show you guys. I'm so excited. I've decided actually I'm going to flip through the colorful first because I think it's the sort of signature design of the Erin Condren Life Planner. This was how when she started making planners, she only had one planner. It was all vertical and it was all colorful. So I think I'll flip through that the most carefully first, and then I'll go through the neutral with you and the horizontal as well. Of course, each planner comes with the snap-in ruler. It has a protective film on it, so just I can never do this for some reason. I'm like not good at getting this has a film on it that comes off. I don't want to mess this up though. So this is actually clear, it's not blue, but the film comes off and it has the painted petals design on it. Which is, like I said, their main theme this year. So when you flip open, of course, they have the whiteboard built-in dashboard on the inner cover and the vellum page, which has become kind of standard over the last couple of years with the painted petals design. Very pretty. And then you get into the planner. This is my life. You've got your quote sheets here. And then you've got your year at a glance. So this is 18 months at a glance. The planner starts in July. And then again you have the kind of annual planning space, or you can use it however you want, but there's 12 boxes provided where you can do big picture planning or goal setting or what have you, or just write down birthdays or, you know, trips or whatever you want to do it. And then here's a taste of what the new end of the month note page looks like, although this one's much more colorful. They kind of went big with this, you know, before the planner starts. But it's a different note page. Instead of just like a note page with a simple header at the top, it's got these 3 circle areas and then this sort of double column spot and a blank box at the bottom. Okay, so here's the colorful monthly spread, again on 2 pages, and this is very, very similar to last year with the exception of they've kind of simplified a little bit more. They've taken a lot of the over the years, they've taken a lot of the embellishment that was built into the monthly spread out, and now they just kind of focus on the color scheme. I think the colors are gorgeous. I love the watercolor. Again, the updated watercolor look. It's a little bit deeper. They've kind of stuck with the jewel tone theme this year, but I think it's even deeper. And of course, each month is color coordinated. So July starts at the end of the week, so you get even the last week of June in the planner as well. I'm going to flip to the next page so we can actually, so we can kind of break this down a bit for you. You can see, again, they're simplifying. They keep simplifying. There is a little bit of decoration in the back with the painted petals kind of in the background there, but it's kind of, you know, it's just on the sides at the top, and they've left in the box at the top, but it no longer says thankful thoughts, so you can label it however you want. They've taken out the banner, so this is just a column here on the side margin. It's very simple and easily customizable. They've left the little note areas on the bottom, but you can just see it's just, I feel like they keep streamlining, and even the fonts are getting a little simpler, a little bit more subdued, although I do like that they kept the dates pretty big. So I'm going to flip through so you guys can see all of the months and the different colors, and you can see the, like I said, the updated end of the month note page. But I'll just flip through so you guys can get a sense of the colors and how that's playing out this year. These seem a little bit thicker as well. The divider pages seem a little bit, they're heavier paper obviously than the pages, but they seem even more sturdy. Get to the end of December here, I'm going to show you how it transitions into the note section. The note section has been cut down, I think, even more. Maybe it's the same as last year. I'll show you why. Actually, it has been cut down because they've added in a different feature. So there's a couple pages of line paper and a couple pages of doc grid. And then instead of more note paper, they've added in these coloring pages, which, you know, I mean, I'm not one of the people who uses the note paper that often, although I do like having it for certain things. And I don't, you know, really color. So I don't know. It's just, I think it's kind of fun they added it in, but it's not a feature I will be personally using. And then the next year at a glance spread is here as well. I think they've altered this a little bit, but we'll look when we compare with the neutral planners. And I just think this page is beautiful. One of the most exciting things they've done is they've really done some updates with this included stickers at the back. I don't know about you guys, but I never used those banner stickers at the back, and now they've included these gorgeous stickers, which are really great, beautiful foiled stickers, metallic foil. And even they've updated kind of the regular banner stickers to be, I think, just a little bit more interesting. These are flags. The folder as well has gotten a little bit of update. I feel like they've used maybe slightly different material for that. I love the colors of this. And then here's the celebrate something or someone every day. This is the perpetual calendar that they always include. So if you want to, I mean, I'm sure some of you have had yours since the beginning that they started offering this a few years ago. You can write in your birthdays, things that don't change, and just keep this from year to year. I didn't really properly go through that at the end there. Sorry. There's some important contacts and important passwords at the end and holidays to remember. But again, I feel like this is the same as last year with this weird little slip pocket that nothing really stays in. So I don't know about that. Again, they've done the plan for it pouch for stylish storage, it says, and this is just like last year where they updated. They took it out of being coiled into the book, and now again they're providing you with the 6-inch coil. This is an adhesive that you can just stick in yourself, and I'll show it in my own planner. They've given you a 20% off coupon. They've given you a few compliment cards and a few of these label stickers. Now last year they gave you a little mini sticker book, which I thought I preferred because I never use these label stickers. But now that they include the more, you know, the more interesting stickers actually in the planner, I see why it makes sense not to have the little mini sticker book anymore. So this is what comes when you order the planner, the 18-month. This is the 18-month planner. The 12-month planner comes with the same things. It just obviously has less months in it. Voila. So, okay. Now, let's go ahead and look at the neutral, because it's what the one I have to really compare for you guys. I'm going to flip over to a month that I haven't written in, which is like none of them. Okay, sorry, we've got a lot of travel plans, so there is a little bit to show already in there, but let's talk a little bit about my personal feelings about the new design. I love the planner, I love the paper. I really prefer the mid-century circles design. That's just personal aesthetics. It's still a great quality vellum. I still love the built-in dashboard. I think it's great. But I personally, I just like the way that the mid-century circles looks better. You can see they didn't do too much to the front page in terms of design. It's really much the same. They've just done the watercolor just a little bit different, but even the font and everything is the same. But look at the pages. I just think they're a little bit, I don't know. I mean, this is definitely getting more neutral, but the spots, to me they look like spots. They look like maybe leopard spots. I just prefer the mid-century circles personally, but I'll take the paper quality over the design elements any day. Here you can see the difference in the calendar, the at-a-glance calendar. They've just taken away a lot of the lines and things, and they made the font just a little bit less bold, but otherwise it's pretty much the same. Now let's flip to July. Oh, here's a month I haven't done anything to. So again, this is where you see a lot more simplification. They've done a lot more to the guts of the neutral planner to make it even more neutral. They've taken away the bold line at the top. They've taken away any of the decor at the top, really. This is totally basically totally decor-less, except for the little banner flag at the top, or that's, you know, like, yeah, and this little color swatch header. They've taken away the labeling. Even the boxes themselves, the same spacing and everything, but there's dotted lines instead of solid lines, and it's just very, very kind of just skeleton, and I like this a lot. I think these are great changes, and if you're a person like me who uses a lot of stickers, that might play well for you. Now, if we go on into the spread here, you can see like this looks very similar to the colorful planner from this year, the way the boxes are. But now look at the boxes in the neutral planner. Totally, I think totally different. They've taken away the headers. They've taken away the solid lines. It's all dotted lines. Even the like sidebar and the bottom margin lined areas are little, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but they're little dots. They're not solid lines like they were last year. Again, they've kind of taken away any of the labeling, any of the banners, and even, you know, made even less. I mean, there wasn't a lot of color going on in the neutral spread anyway, but now it's just, look, it's just instead of that banner, there's no banner there, and it's just the flags at the top to give you a hint of the monthly color schemes. So it's different. And even, you guys, look at the lettering, look at the months. They're different. They're less bold. I think the dates are just as bold, but the days of the week are written much more, I don't know, it's just more subtle. So it's a lot more, you know, just skeletons, bare bones, and you can make of it what you will. Now, I do not know how it's going to work putting stickers in this. Because there's no headers, and most sticker kits are, you know, they're made with headers in mind. So here, I will just, let me pull one out. Here is this is a Station Stickers kit. And I will show you, like, you know, most shops have header stickers, and then you can get your boxes that fit in. Well, how is that going to work now? I don't know. Should we put one down and see? I don't want to, this is a kit that I'm saving for later. I mean, let me pick a kit that I'm not necessarily saving for something. Here's another Station Stickers kit. And let's just for fun put them down and see. So if we line up the to-do list with the bottom of that, okay, and then we put a to-do sticker on top of that. I think it's just going to kind of change the way stickers are formatted. You see, it doesn't quite come up to the top of the next box. So then what do? You know? Like, then what? Then let's grab, oh, these are really pretty. I probably shouldn't have used these. Let's grab one of these and stick it in like that. This is how I normally plan with stickers, if you guys are curious. Oh my gosh, this video is going to be so long. And, now we're cutting into the date a little bit. So it's going to be a different, I think stickers are going to be formatted differently. I think it's going to be, people are going to be formatting their stickers to fit in these little boxes. But then I don't know what that does with the colorful kits, because then you're running into that. I'm not sure, you guys. I'm not sure how this is going to affect sticker formatting. If this is something that you're into like I am, it's something to think about. I still want to have the neutral planner. I prefer it. But yeah, so it's something to think about. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a good comparison of the end of the month here. See what I mean, how they used the last year's planner, how it was just one page with a banner on top and the quote page, and now this is what it looks like. So they've kind of stuck with the same color scheme, colors, you know, pretty much same month to month, but this is a new feature. Again, this is something I'm not sure about. I actually don't really use this page very much, if at all. I feel like this is very structured. I'm interested to see what some sticker shops come up with for, you know, I'm sure there will be things that people come up with for this. I don't know. I think maybe you could use it as like a mind mapping sort of tool, but again, it's not something that necessarily speaks to me as a really like a change that I'm really excited about. So anyway, I'm not going to flip through this whole thing because I think you can kind of get a sense of I mean, the months kind of all look the same, except for the little color banner at the top, the flag at the top, I mean. Because there's just not a lot of color, and it's all kind of the same. So let's flip back to the notes section. Again, it's kind of the same deal with the same coloring pages in it. Again, not something I'm personally terribly excited about. Oh, but I did want to see what the difference was in the... See, I actually used the notes section a little bit. I mean, not a ton, but a little bit. And they had different... They had graph paper last year, looks like. I'm trying to get back to this page, and blank paper. Again, I didn't use it, so it's not something I'm like totally beat up about. It's just a little bit different. Oh, this is pretty much the same. Okay, this is a feature that I probably would use if I thought to use it, but I haven't. Okay, I want to show you guys the horizontal. I'm not going to go, you know, talk through them quite as much, but here I can at least show you. This one looks like I'll be able to pull it up because it's already started. Be able to show you the ruler without the protective film on it. How it, oh, well, of course, the protective film is so protective it doesn't want to leave the ruler. But here you can see it's this clear ruler with the painted petals design. Like I said, I don't personally use the ruler. I like to use little palm clips instead. Mine are my favorite are the ones from Peach Palm. Here's a look at those. But this is pretty much the same design as last year, except for the actual like design on it. So anyway, let's just flip through. The front is all the same as the colorful planner, and so are the you know, the monthly dividers are going to be the same as well, and the month at a glance is the same. This is what the spread looks like. Again, I don't have a colorful from last year on hand to show you a comparison, but they've just taken it down a little bit of a notch, kind of streamlined it a bit from what I remember. I'll just show you, I'll just flip through a few more different months so you can see the different colors and things. It's kind of all the same. You've got your days of the week, you've got the light lines, there are the dotted light lines, and you've got the little blank area in the back. I personally use the horizontals as journals. I will link in a video I did showing you guys how I use my horizontal planners as journals, a daily journal on one kind of to track Charlotte. I use the neutral version for that, which is going to have more changes than this colorful one does. Note section at the back is the same as with the vertical. It's got the same things, the same year advance for next year, and the same stickers. The same book, everything's the same. Okay, so you get that. So here is the horizontal neutral. So again, the first few pages are going to look the same as the neutral vertical, the same dealio, and then the month of nights is going to look the same. And here is the weekly spread. So again, they've just kind of taken away a lot of the visible structure and kind of just left the skeleton. It's the same setup with the light lines and then the blank spot at the side, but I think the formatting is going to be a little bit different. Just the spacing is a little bit different. So I don't know about, you know, stickers and things fitting in that. I don't use stickers in my horizontals because I just use them for journaling. I don't know how that's going to be. But I'll just flip through, because I don't think I flipped through all of the cover pages of the vertical to show you. It's just very, very subdued, I think. Lovely. I really like it. I really like it. Again, I think the only problem people might run into is trying to fit stickers that were formatted with the previous year design into this. I don't know for sure, because like I said, I don't use stickers in my horizontals, but that would be the only thing I could really think of that might be different. I'm just going to kind of flip through these because I feel like I didn't really show you guys all of the monthly cover pages and things for the neutral. But the back is all going to be the same, just like the vertical as well, with the same stickers included and the same note pages and the same folder and all that. It's all the same. So yeah, those are the coil bound planners from this year. They are offering, I think, something around 18 or 20 new covers. When I actually had the chance to go visit Erin Condren headquarters when we were in California recently, and they gave me a whole bunch of the new covers, which was really nice. I'm like really stocked well on covers for now. So I'm just going to show you some of them Here's the painted petals and the rose. That's really pretty. Here's kind of a zebra print. These are one of the ones you can change the colors to be whatever colors you want. I really like this one for spring. I think it's really pretty. This one reminds me of Mickey Mouse somehow. I think it's just the black and the white and the way it is. This one's sort of like the coloring book kind of craze right now, inspired. And actually I think they took a photo of one of their employees coloring to make that. And then this is another one, this is for Cece, that you can do the custom colorways on. So there's a look at some of the new covers that are being offered. And okay, let's get into the hardbounds, because I'm sure that's what you guys really want to see, because that's the newest. That's the newest deal, right? So there's 2 sizes in the hardbounds. There is the 5x8, which only comes in horizontal layout, okay? And then there is the 8x10, which only comes in vertical layout. All right, so let's just let that sink in for a second. So you can't get the smaller one in the vertical, and you can't get the bigger one in the horizontal right now. I think because this is their first year launching this product, and it's something that they have to pre-make. You know, in comparison, the coil planners are all made, custom made to order. So you get to pick what coil you want. You get to pick what guts you want. So if you want like colorful, you know, vertical or colorful, horizontal or neutral, you know, you get to pick all that. So it's all made to order, whereas these are already printed and bound. I believe they are a sewn binding, and the pages are edged to kind of match the color scheme and the metallic scheme. So here's the silver. You guys can see it's really pretty, and these are just beautiful, beautiful books, really. I do notice already that they're showing a little seaming there at the edge, so I think that will probably show somewhere with time, but that's just part of, I think, being a hardbound book. Now this gets a little confusing because each color does come in both sizes, so you can get a this color, this kind of peachy rosy pink, in the smaller version, but it has to be in the horizontal kind of spread, and each color has its own design on the inside. So the turquoise has the fleur, I think it's the fleur feliz, or I don't know exactly what it's called, and I'm just going to kind of flip through this to show you guys. Well, here, we'll go through it in its entirety. And it kind of has a similar setup to the coil bounds, with the little quote pages and the year at a glance. And then you've got your planning pages. It's all very similar. It's just a lot more condensed. Then you've got your monthly pages. There's no note pages at all in these. So even between months, there's no note page, just so you know. It goes straight into the next month. And there's no tabs, you'll notice, but they do sell tabs now. I don't have those to show you that match the planner and the color schemes of the Erin Condren planner that you can stick in yourself. I think they just figured with a book style like this, some people might not want tabs built in. It's really beautiful, and I think it will now reach a lot of different people who didn't really want the coil, who wanted a hardbound. And here, let me pull these out of the way so you can see. The small one, it does lie, I mean, you know, it's going to need some time, I think, to lie flat. It does close on itself, but the way the binding is made, I think it will, with some use, eventually lie pretty flat. But again, you're going to get some creasing in the seams there. And I did notice that the cover, which is this beautiful, very textural, kind of almost suede feeling cover, it does pick things up. So that's something to think about as well. You can get them personalized. So for instance, this one I had personalized to say 2018, although the year is on the spine on each one, just keep that in mind. But I figure that, you know, this is actually a 27, these are 18-month planners, but you can have that personalized with, you know, pretty much whatever you want, as long as it's within the word limit. Let's take a look at one of the other ones. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they also come with a built-in ribbon bookmark that is sewn into the planner. I think the black one's really beautiful. This is the neutral. So this is the smaller size, right? The 5x8. So it's going to be horizontal. Look at that foiling. How beautiful is that? Kind of a similar look here. Now when you get the vertical, it's going to have the same design concept in the bigger size. So if you want the black and gold in the bigger size, it's going to be vertical, but it's going to be a similar design on the inside, which is just mid-century circles, which I personally like a lot. And you'll notice that this is the horizontal spread. They don't have the little boxes or anything. Of course, they have to you know, account for space and loss of paper space there. They have little quotes going on at the bottom of some of the weekly spreads. I think it's probably the first week of the month that they do that. They put in the little quotes, so it's instead of the divider pages with the quotes, they have the little quotes in the bottom. And there is some note paper in the back included, so I'll just flip through that for you guys. They've got a few sheets of lined paper, quite a bit actually, more than the coil planner, I think because it is hardbound, and the dot grid, which is lovely. Oops, and of course there are no stickers, and some blank. But there is the next year planning area as well. Okay, so there's that. Let's take a look at the vertical planner. And this only comes, like I said, in the 8x10 size. This is a little confusing, I know. I'm a little confused by it too, but again, look how beautiful the whatever personalization you get matches the cover. So if you get, you know, the this color, it's going to be the rose gold, and again, it's got the year on the tab there. So here's a look at the big one. Now, something to note for my sticker lovers like me. The boxes in this planner are not the same size as the boxes in the regular life planner. Look here. Doop doop doop. Of course they're going to be bigger, right? Obviously they're going to be a little bit bigger. They've got more space. Where you really see the difference though is in these boxes. And let me pull up and here you can see actually a good indicator of the size of, you know, this is the regular coiled life plan, and this is the bigger one. Okay, so look, you guys, look. Those are bigger boxes. So I measured, and it's like, I think they're about 1.6 inches wide, and they're just over 2 inches tall. So they're bigger. Your stickers aren't going to fit in there. So that's going to be something to think about as well. I'm sure shops would probably accommodate that. That's probably something that's going to happen, especially if these are very popular. I think they will be because they're beautiful and they're a little less expensive because they are not custom books. I mean, of course you can customize the front, but they don't, you know, have to custom make each one to be a certain coil color and a different inside and everything. They're kind of a set price because they're all printed at once. So the 5x8s are $30 and the 8x10s are $35. You add $5 if you want to personalize the cover on either side. So they're pretty significantly less, you know, cheaper, I would say, than the coil planners. But of course you lose some of that customability with the hardbound. But you can see the large size really lies flat very well, and this is without me really having ever opened it. Once you start using it and you break in the binding a little bit, I mean, how beautiful is this as a desk planner? I'm sorry, it's not even in the frame. I love the flower design of this. I think it's beautiful. I think the only neutral one you can really get is in the black, and I don't have that one to show you, so I don't know what the boxes look like. But this is pretty beautiful, and I think it will appeal to a lot of people who don't like the coil, who don't like having the coil in the way when they're writing. Again, let's just flip to the back so you can see the note paper and the blank paper. It's, you know, it's just very, very low-key. I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. Last one I have to show you is this linen color, which is sort of this light taupe, and this has my favorite design in it. It has the mid-century circles, and this has a silver personalization and some silver foiling accents on the inside. Is that not beautiful? I just love that. And this is, I mean, I love this design. Part of me wishes they had kept it, but I know they have to do something a little bit different. I mean, in the interior of the coiled life planners. I like it a lot, and I'm gonna miss having it. But yeah, beautiful, right? It's a gorgeous, beautiful book, and it has the big ones have the built-in ribbon bookmarks too. There's sewn binding. I mean, can you imagine that on your desk? How gorgeous! This would be a really pretty, like, office planner, or for school, or as a teacher. I don't know. think they're beautiful. Anyway, you guys, oh my gosh, there's so much to say. I do have a few accessories I want to show you. I know this video is getting really long and I'm trying to keep it as snappy as possible. But let me just show you some of the new accessories that are being launched with the Life Planner as well. There's a new designer sticker book. This is edition 3. They make really beautiful stickers that obviously match the themes and colors of their planners very well. Let me zoom in a little bit for the stickers, you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to flip through these. They're all foiled, they're all beautiful, and pretty functional. A lot of these you can use as seals on envelopes. They don't have to be just for your planner. Of course, you can use them in your planner if you want, but they're nice that you can use them on anything else. You have gift labels included too, and then just some regular banners and things. I like these a lot. These are great to go at the top of the planner spreads to kind of glam them up a little bit, especially if you have a neutral planner and you know it's pretty bare bones and you want to do that. So that's the designer sticker book. They have a new colorway of the dual tip markers, and this is the pastel edition. I actually took all my notes for this video using them the fatter side, so you can see I really like these markers. They write really well, and I like how they're dual tip. I'll just show you. So there's the bigger side, okay, and here is the finer side. So really cool, and I like the pastels. I think they're really great for spring as well. Let's see what else. I gotta get my notes back up. We have the neutral elastic bands. I don't have to show you. Let's see. I do have the Painted Petals dashboard. So let's open that. And these are one of the things that you can use the wet dry eraser markers on. And again, it's updated with their Painted Petals. So it says the best way to get things done is to begin. And a dot grid on the back, and a little bit more subtle, so might be a little bit more usable for some people. We have the Painted Petal stylized sticky notes. You guys know if you watch my Plan With Me videos, I use my stylized sticky notes to pre-plan, or plan in advance I should say, and they've just updated these with some different, you know, with the Painted Petals design, just some different kinds of stickers. These little corner flags are interesting. So there's those, if you wanted to know what those look like. There is new colors of the magnetic page markers, bookmarks. I only have one to show you, but they have lots of colors that really go with the planners. And these, you know, they're magnetic, so they just, you know, they're a nice way if you don't want to add any extra bulk to your planner to mark your page. So there's those. There's the Painted Petals mini snap-in bookmarks. Snap-in? That's not right. And these kind of look like this. Let me just pull one off. They're kind of glued on. Oh boy, I have so many planner things going on here. Piles and piles and piles and piles. Okay, so if you don't want to use the whole bookmark, or you want to have multiple bookmarks in your planner, these are great. They're just kind of the same materials, covers, the same thickness, but they're a way to add a little bookmark without being a full bookmark, so it doesn't, you know, interfere with how you can see the page. And where did I just put those? They have the updated painted petals to go with the new kind of main design theme of the year. I'm going to keep this out because I'm going to show you something cool in a second. There's the new stylized sticky notepad. I think this is really cool. So this is basically just a really long sticky note. So the sticky part is at the top. It's great if you're a list maker, and it's actually, you know, the sticky part goes down to here, so it's going to be a little bit more secure, I think. Great to use in the sidebar of your month at a glance, or if you want to, on your weekly spread, have it in the sidebar there, like so. Whoops, you can even see. There we go. Really neat. I'm excited about these. I think they're fun, especially, like I said, if you're a list maker, like some people I know. There's new compliment cards, and this is one of their little shticks, I would say, that they do, which is a nice thing. And these are great to pop into gifts, or even use them as like a gift tag, or just to give to somebody. There's places to write on the back, space to write. Again, with the Painted Petals theme. The sticky storage pockets in the painted petals. Again, these are just like what comes in the back of the planner, already built in, same size and everything. So if you wanted to put this anywhere you wanted, they have it shown here on the end of a monthly note page, end of the month note page. So that's something you can do, and it's, you know, got the adhesive built right onto it. Paper tape, but they have 3 new rolls of paper tape, which I don't have to show you, which is fun. But okay, finally I got to the pièce de résistance, the planny pack. I'm most excited about this. I think this is a really fun accessory and something really clever. So it's got a band on it that's sized to fit your planner pretty darn well. It comes in 3 colors. It's got this kind of rose gold one, and they've got a black and gold one, and then I think they have a linen and silver one, I believe. How cute is that? So, okay, fits right on there, right? Super cute. So you can put your pens in it. It's lined in a nice kind of linen-like fabric, and it's got a little slip pocket in the back too. I think this is great if you travel a lot with your planner, or if you bring it around places, because it keeps your planner shut and it keeps your pens and your stickers and whatever kind of in one place. So I really love that. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna cut back to my face now so we can talk a little bit more, but so much fun, so many fun things. Thanks for sticking around for this video. I know it's been long, but I really wanted to give you an in-depth look at everything I have. And yeah, okay, here we go. Life Planner 2017-2018, launch time. We are ready. That was a lot to say. Okay, you guys, I do apologize for the length of this video. I tried to go through it as quickly as I can, but I wanted to keep it to one video, and I wanted to show you guys everything, and I wanted to talk through it with you guys, because you know, I'm a talker. So now you've seen everything I have on hand, and I think it's all just really exciting. I'm very excited about the hardbounds. I'm very curious to see what people think about these and how, you know, how they're received and what people do with them in terms of using them, you know, to plan either with stickers as decorative or just, you know, color coding or just regular, just writing things down. I think they make beautiful journals as well. So yeah, I do know that they are offering a gift with purchase promotion. I don't know how long this will last because pre-launch for the people who had previously signed up for the sneak peeks happened on Monday. I think it's, hopefully I have this video up by Monday, May 1st. So that already happened for the people who had already signed up for the sneak peeks. They are offering a teal hardcover notebook with every new Life Planner purchase. But again, it says while supplies last. So I'm not sure how long that will last, and there's no guarantee that it will last a very long time. I don't know, it depends. Historically, launches have been very, very popular for the Erin Condren Life Planner, and they have had issues with their web server and their website and things like that in the past. I think every year they're better prepared, but every year they have even more customer load coming onto their website. So if you're getting stuck, you know, on their website ordering something, just be patient with it. I would just come back to it. Nothing's gonna sell out. There isn't a limited number, I mean, except for the gift with purchase, right? That's limited, but there isn't gonna be a limited number of life planners you can buy. So just be patient. These don't start till July anyway, so there's really no rush. But if you're really excited and you wanna get in and order things, I understand that too. But just be patient, I think, is just something to think about. I do want to offer a giveaway, and I'm going to have this be pretty quick turnaround. I'm going to have this giveaway last only 2 days. The winners will be selected on Wednesday, May 3rd in the evening, and I will email the winners directly. I'm going to be giving away 10 $250 erincondren.com gift cards, so they will be, you know, you can use them immediately on Life Planner launch day on Thursday, May 4th. It's open internationally. Like I said, it's only going to run for a couple of days from now until May 3rd at 6 p.m. And there will be a link below where you can directly go enter to win. Anybody can enter, you know, if you're under the age of 18, I just ask that you have parental permission in the event that you win for legal reasons. But other than that, yeah. So the winners will be emailed directly, and that's how you'll find out if you won or not, is if you get an email from me Wednesday night, you won. If you didn't, you didn't. But I might have another giveaway up my sleeves very, very soon after that. So stay tuned for that. And I do hope to have a detailed blog post up on launch day or the day before if I can swing it, with pictures and a little bit more, you know, just written down information for those of you who are visual like that and like to kind of see things written out. So stay tuned for that on prettyneatliving.com. And good luck if you enter the giveaway, and let me know if you guys are ordering, what you're going to order, what you're looking forward to. I will show you, this is my planner that I'm going to be starting in July with the black coil, and it's the neutral vertical, and I'm very interested to see what sticker shops do with this new layout as well. So that's going to take some playing around with, as you saw. But yeah, I hope you guys are all well. Good luck with the giveaway. Happy Life Planner launch week, and I will see you real soon, you guys. Happy planning. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.